Hey, and welcome back to another 31 Days of Horror segment 2015. Lovely Lesley is here with me for an episode concerning the Toronto After Dark. Oh yeah, that was all flashy. Toronto After Dark Film Festival. The first film she was not able to catch, so I will talk about that, and then she'll chime in on the second one. Unfortunately, neither of these films actually count for my 31 Days of Horror, but we're going to cover them simply because, hey, we went to the film festival, might as well let you know about them because nobody else has really seen them yet because they're in their festival run. So, if it sounds interesting, you're going to have to wait because that's how it works. So, the first film is a film called Synchronicity. And it's directed by Jacob Gentry, or Gentry, I guess, right? And he actually was the guy. I don't know if you saw the film, but the Signal, with I think it was Lawrence Fishburne, came out last year, I believe. It was, it went wide release, theatrical. It did decent for him, and I guess essentially he used that to fund this movie. So again, he goes back to sci-fi, and in this one it's kind of it's a time travel film, but it's more of a love story, and how the love story develops, why it develops, all the little type things that you find in a time travel movie where a character jumps back into his own past, and you play it out. So there's a lot of moments where what he did, his future self does in the past affects what happened, and you play that out as you would expect. You don't know what the moments are in the first portion of the film, and it's not until the guy jumps back that you play out that second version of him through the same events. So it is one of those films where you're kind of watching it twice, from the first point of view and then the second point of view, but at the same time it wraps everything up, and like I said, it's a love story. It's kind of Blade Runner-ish, kind of neo film noir type feel to it. It's where did he say it was shot? Atlanta, maybe, I can't remember. But yeah, it was actually really well done. The time travel is handled very, very well. It's if time travel meeting, Blade Runner and that type of a look and feel of a movie is something that appeals to you, then I would definitely say check it out. It's a little bit slower. It's a small cast. Essentially, the cast consists of Chad McKnight. A lot of people he pulled from The Signal, actually. Chad McKnight, who was in The Signal. I don't know that he was in anything much of else. No. And then there's Brianne Davis, who I don't believe was in The Signal, but she has had a lot of small roles and such. But you may know her from the 2008 remake of Prom Night, because she was in that, and she was also in Chrome Skull 2, if you saw that film. And The Victim. She had a decent role in those, but she's the love interest in this film, and is definitely she's a good-looking woman, and there's clear reason why she's put in there, because she's eye candy, and it's one of these stories where it's sort of like love at first sight, so it's more infatuation at first, but because of the time travel thing, it goes from infatuation, lustful infatuation, to love, to I don't even know what you'd say, mad over heels, crazy, bonkers. Like, he's... Yeah, it's one of those things where you're getting to the end, you're just like, oh my god, this guy's an idiot. And then you've got A.J. Bowen, who was also from The Signal, I believe. But you may know him. He's been in a whole bunch of stuff. Creepshow 3, The House of the Devil, Hatchet 2, Your Next, Chillerama, Rites of Spring, and The Sacrament. So he's been in a bunch of stuff, but again, he was pulled from The Signal as well. And then you've got Scott Poitras, who was also from, I believe, The Signal. I could be wrong. No, he was from The Signal. He was also in Last Goodbye. And that's about it, really. But the big name, the one that you should know, and I wouldn't call him a draw necessarily, was Michael Ironside. I'm trying. Most people will probably recognize him from Total Recall. He was the guy chasing Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he was also Starship Troopers and Top Gun and The Machinist and a million other films. He's got over 200 acting credits to his name. So if you don't know who he is, shame on you. It's one of those things where you should know the name more than you know the face, but at the same time, if you see the face, you should still know who he is. He's been in so much stuff, especially for genre people. He's, whether it's action or sci-fi, or, horror isn't his big draw, but very much a cult type actor. And so you've got all these people who are, either been in a film before, so they have that chemistry already, or you get, like a Michael Ironside in there. Brienne's the only one who's was kind of the oddball out. She had not worked with these people before. They hadn't worked with her, so in this short shooting schedule, she was sort of thrown in the mix. But I don't know, maybe there was some love interest going on. Who knows? I don't know. You never know with these actors out there. They tend to go in and out of relationships faster than you know, right? So who knows? But yeah, that's Synchronicity. Honestly, it's one of those things where it looks really, really good. The set design and was really interesting, very, very different, and like I said, low budget, so they're doing a lot of this guerrilla style, and trying to get as much as they can with it, but at the same time, it doesn't look terribly low-key. I don't know that it's ever going to get a theatrical or anything like that, so you'll probably end up finding it in, the DVD, Blu-ray bins, and video on demand eventually. So you'll have to keep your eyes out for that. The second film is the one that Lesley managed to catch, and that is Lazer Team, which is from the Rooster... What the heck are they called? Rooster something? I don't know. Can't remember the name. Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth. Those of you who know who Rooster Teeth are probably already know about the film and Lazer Team. But if you don't know who Rooster Teeth are, but you have heard of the Red versus Blue, Halo, I guess it started off as a web series. I can't remember, but it blew up, and to the point where they started doing, I guess, full time or something like that. And eventually they decided, you know what, let's make a movie, and eventually they actually did. I believe the story goes that they put it to the crowdsourcing type thing, because as it is with people who are doing multiple projects and stuff like this, you tend to get these ideas and put these things into play, but you never actually follow through with them. And by putting it out to, I don't know if it was Indiegogo or what, but putting it out there to the people, it actually forces you to do it, because people have already paid you money, so you have no choice. So yeah, they developed what ended up being Lazer Team, a sci-fi action film, comedy, But yeah, seeing as how...
No, don't make me tell it.
What?
Don't make me say what it's about.
I just said what it was about.
No,
kind of. No, I didn't really, but... what is it about? It's about the Earth finds that, you know, some kind of alien race is going to come down to our planet, and they're going to put a champion from their planet to fight a champion from our planet. And if we lose, they're going to destroy our planet, and if we win, nothing happens, I guess.
Destroyed.
We don't get destroyed. Whatever. But we are told this by some friendly aliens. And the friendly aliens are basically like, oh, we'll help you out. And they're going to send down this suit of armor, which has a laser cannon arm and a shield on the other, and a helmet that does things. And
like, it's smart.
It's, well, yeah, it's smart. It has X-ray visions and stuff, and makes you go invisible. And then boots that make you run really fast. I'm losing my voice here. And so, yeah, they send this down, and Earth has been training since birth the perfect man to be our champion. And he's going to get this suit of armor, and he's going to fight, and, you know, the idea is he will win. And so, this being a comedy, obviously things don't go quite the way people expected, and the suit of armor ends up being divided among 4 losers from a small town next to an army base where this guy happened to be training, I guess. And so, yeah. So now they are the champions, because there's 4 of them, who, I don't know how this works out in fairness, but now there's 4 of them going to fight the one guy from the other planet. And obviously all the hilarity that ensues, because these aren't soldiers, these aren't athletically inclined for the most part people, even though one is a high school quarterback.
Yeah.
Another one used to be both the other adults, you know, now much older, past their prime, used to be on the high school football team. One was a halfback, and the other one was a fullback. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Football. One guy was there, and the other guy was here, and he was supposed to block, and this guy, he didn't, and so this guy broke his leg. That's all I know. So if you know what that means from my description, maybe you know what position they play. I think one was a halfback. I think I kept hearing halfback. So if that's a football position, that's what he played. If it's not, maybe they're talking about ribs. I don't know. It's possible. The guy looked like he liked ribs. And then the other guy is just kind of dumb.
Yeah, like the village town idiot.
He really was like the town idiot. So, lay into it. You've been sitting here. Might as well say something.
I really liked it because it was funny. And you didn't like it because it was funny.
I didn't like it. I didn't find it funny. That was the problem. There was one joke, and I don't want to give it away, but I'll say it involves dick humor and circle jerking.
Oh God, that was so funny.
And as much as that might seem like it might give away the joke, it really doesn't until you see it. But yeah, and it's funny because I don't know, with me and the film, it was the potty humor, the moments where it was the biggest potty humor that wasn't just sort of there for no reason, but was actually a full-fledged, thought-out joke. Those ones seemed to connect with me a little bit better in this film. And the rest of it, I don't know, it just fell flat. I didn't find it funny. But
I found it so funny. I really liked it.
Yeah, you found it, I don't know.
And the thing is, because, like, that type of movie, I'm not really into the sci-fi kind of stuff, right? But because it was funny, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Sci-fi, if I want to ever watch sci-fi, it's not like I'm going to be like, hey, Lesley, I want to watch this movie. You want to come out and see it? And she'll be like, that sounds like it's sci-fi. Why? Because I said it was like aliens fighting stuff on another planet?
That's not that I wouldn't watch it, but it's not my favorite thing.
No, but if I'm like, I'm going to be dropping like $20 to go see this thing, you're not going to be like, yeah, let me drop $20 to go see it with you.
No.
No.
No, I just liked it because they're regular kind of people, right? And they have to figure out how to do it. I just found the situation funny, and I found them funny, and that's why I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it has a tone similar to Galaxy Quest. Have you ever seen Galaxy Quest?
No, I don't think
No?
so.
Now, Galaxy Quest I enjoy. I actually enjoy Galaxy Quest. But, I don't know. I found this one, especially considering where a lot of the laughs were happening, was... I don't know, maybe there was a lot of in-jokes. You know, with the whole Rooster Teeth and all their little web series and all this kind of stuff, and different actors and stuff. Because there were people who showed up on screen. I'm like, I have no idea who that guy is, and the crowd is going nuts. And yeah, they're just like, yeah, cheering it on. I'm like, did I miss something? Who? What? Nothing's really going on screen, but apparently this guy showing up is an important thing. I don't know, but. No, I think it was just that there was a lot of things and people were cheering for things and sometimes yelling out stuff, and it was just like, I'm clearly missing some in-jokes. And the filmmaker said that, yeah, there were some in there, but they didn't want to fill it full of that type of a joke because then nobody else gets it, right? And clearly, I mean, it worked for her, but it didn't work for me. So...
But I, in general, like comedies more than you.
Well, yeah.
So...
That's true, but that's the thing. If the comedy makes me laugh, then I consider it one of the greatest comedies ever. Because I usually just watch them, I'm just like bored.
And I'm easy, like.
You heard it here.
I mean, like, I don't just laugh at everything.
No, she doesn't mean that at all. She really means she's easy. I'm just joking. She's not easy at all. Anyways, keep going.
I forget what I was saying.
You were saying you were easy.
Oh, no. No, like, I mean, I won't just, like, I won't just laugh at everything.
No.
Well, that's how you made it seem.
Well, you laughed at stuff in this movie.
Because I liked it. It was good. I would watch it again.
That's another thing. She said she'd watch it again, and I was just like, I hope I never see that movie ever again.
Oh my god.
And it's like, oh yeah. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it at all.
I don't get that. I don't get that.
Yeah, so see, like, this is the thing. Two completely different opinions, same movie. It just goes to show you can't believe everything she says.
Oh. You're so bad.
Yeah, no, that's the thing with when you're doing critiques and reviewing, guys. You have to remember it's always just an opinion, and I'm always right.
No, I am.
But yeah, that's two. We've gone on long enough for two movies that don't count for my 31 Days of Horror, guys. So yeah, like I said, Synchronicity, if you're into time travel, you're into, nouveau sci-fi, futuristic film noir, it's going to be your thing. Lazer Team, if you're... I don't know.
Watch what you're going to say.
If you don't know anything about movies... no, I don't know. Maybe if you like comedies and you laugh at everything, then Lazer Team's going to be for you. I don't know how it's... I can't recommend it, but Lesley liked it, so...
I think people should give it a chance. At least for that one joke alone, then they get it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That's a good joke. That was a good joke. I actually busted a gut for that joke.
Yes, you did.
I busted... That was a good joke. I really wish they had more of them.
Maybe they'll make a sequel.
Yeah, but you can't... well, maybe. I guess you can do something with that joke.
Again?
Maybe. They did leave it open for a sequel.
I know. That's true.
Which...
I would watch.
she would watch. And I'd end up watching it too, I guess. Oh well. Anyways, till next video, take care. Have a good one.